All right, that should be better. Sorry about that, guys. Um, yeah, my mic was off. I had all my settings set for my mic at home. I'm on the road right now. I stepped away for a couple days, went on a little vacation, took a little break. Didn't stop trading, but you know, I just I stepped away for a couple days. It's needed. You need to do that every once in a while. Get your head straight. And stop looking at numbers all day. It just helps a lot. And I've noticed that substantially every single time. You got to do it at least once a month. Take 4 days. 3 4 days off. I'm one of those guys who grinds all day long, and I don't get much. I'm up at all times. So I get my rest when I can, and I take advantage of downtime when I can. So let's get back to what I was saying. I wanted to take a look at some of the coins that are not even in the top 20, top 30 at all the coins right now and all the prices. Some of these prices are just. I mean, look at Neo sitting at $31. You got a Monero at 120. Binance Coin is holding very nicely at $14.63. Ethereum Classic as well. Obviously, that news about Coinbase is helping hold that project up a bit. But I honestly do think that a lower price point is going to occur before we start on another bull run. And I just want to look at the Bitcoin chart real quick and explain that before I go on and take a look at all these other coins. But this here is just some kind of bullshit that I made up. It's not what I think is exactly going to happen to a T, but this is something that I think is a possibility for sure. I think that we could just be formulating another bear flag pattern right now before we do see another drop, and we could just I just think we didn't see a big enough bounce. And I mean, we went low, and I expected to see a bounce. I've said it within the Discord. I said it to a couple of people that I truly think that we're going to see a bounce at the 6,800 mark, at 6,800. And it touched. And I mean, we saw when it got down to 6,750, we saw, this big spike occur. But it was nothing compared to what I thought was going to happen. I thought we were honestly going to get, I'm just going to try to pull up the chat so I can see if you guys are chatting, because I can't see. I don't have two screens right now. So it did the opposite of what I thought it was going to do. I thought we were going to see a big bounce at let's see here, bro. Cool. All right, cool. What's up, Nikki? How you doing, man? Um, I put a long position in around that around 68, and I thought I was going to get smoked on it, but it ended up working out pretty well, and I ended up closing it somewhere around 61.50. But I just don't think there was enough volume that came in for this to be a true reversal in the market. The last time we saw a reversal, and it wasn't even a reversal, right? Because we ended up going back down, is when we had this short squeeze here. And we had this, and I guess, I mean, it's too early to say. You know what I mean? Let's see where we're at right now on the 4 hour. We still have 14 minutes left in this 4 hour candle. But there's a huge rejection wick, and it's just, there wasn't a lot of buy volume. And can it be a situation like this where it kind of gets us out of the woods for a little while? I don't think that's the case. I don't think the interest is there right now. I think there's a lot of FUD going on in the entire cryptocurrency universe, and until that kind of goes away, I just expect these prices to stay stagnant and just kind of slowly move down. It sucks to say, you got a lot of cheap stuff out there though, guys, and that's the one good thing that I'm looking at this. I have a lot of long-term positions that are getting smoked right now in my ledger and a couple of my offline wallets, and I haven't taken them out. I those are projects that I believe in long term, like like BNB and like Neo and you know, there's a couple more. Binance Coin, yeah, BNB, VeChain, Ethereum Classic. I mean, obviously, I grabbed a bunch of Ethereum Classic, and I put that in an offline wallet because once that does hit Coinbase, it's going to make a difference. The volume is going to come in, and that coin's going to do pretty well. And it's just going to start being one of the movers along with the top. It's the Coinbase movers. We got Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, Litecoin. Every single time the market moves, all four of those coins correlate with each other. And I think Ethereum Classic is just going to be right on board with that as well. Until we get some type of separation between these altcoins and Bitcoin, it's just going to continue happening. I know there's been a lot of news coming out lately saying that the separation is coming soon, but I'm just, until that happens, I'm going to continue trading this particular way. I mean, look at Tron back down to 4 cents. It's pathetic. I mean, Tron is something that I would never hold. I would never hold it in an offline wallet. I don't believe in the project. I would not start accumulating Tron at these prices. Every single time we see Tron, the only time Tron goes up is when news comes out about it, when a mainnet launch is due to occur, or when there's an airdrop occurring, or when a partnership is being announced. That's the only time Tron ever moves in price. Other than that, it stays where it is at 4 or 3 cents. And I shorted it all the way to, when it went up to 8 cents, I shorted it all the way down to 3, where it's at right now. And I did the same thing with EOS because I'm not saying EOS is a bad project, but I had a feeling, and obviously the market dipping had a huge effect on the price dropping as well. And who knows if Bitcoin were to continue moving sideways, where EOS would be right now. I don't know. But, I was able to take advantage on a short on EOS after their whole situation occurred. And I just, I think it was more luck than anything because, like I said, who knows? But look at these prices. Ethereum, $4.55. You got Ripple sitting at 48 cents. Litecoin, $81. I mean, its high was almost $400, guys. Stellar, 19 cents. Cardano, 13 cents. These prices are dollar cost average material prices. Crypto Nikki, do you suggest to buy the dip? I mean, don't go all in, but, I don't think it'd be a bad idea to start dollar cost averaging your way into some positions that you believe in long term. Like some of the projects I said, not the ones that I specifically said, but the ones that you believe in. ONT, that's another project that I hear a lot of good things about. I don't know too much about it, but I know a lot of people who hold it long term. I have some in a wallet, but these are very attractive prices, and to say that Ethereum. All right, let's get a good example here. To say that Neo will never be worth more than $31 ever again is crazy talk. You know what I mean? I mean, this is easily a $60 coin in a healthy market. You can easily double your money when we are in a healthy market. $60, even $60 for Neo is cheap. So to see a $30 Neo, $31, I mean, I'm loading up. And that's just me. Don't go based on my opinions. I am just a guy on YouTube talking shit and just saying what I'm. You know what I mean? Don't do anything based on what I'm doing. But dollar cost averaging your way into some positions probably might not be a bad idea. Don't go crazy though, because I still do think that we are going to continue to drop. I don't think that this drop is over. You have a lot of stuff coming out, a lot of FUD. You had CNBC do the funeral of Bitcoin. That was cute, real nice. There's just a lot of stuff coming out, regulation and blah, blah, blah. And listen, I'm all for regulation. I think the sooner this stuff is out of the way, the better we're off in this market. Because, bad news and good news is just going to continue to keep coming out. and it's going to be new news because the market's new. So you have to realize that, you know, there is going to be some cases down the line where we're going to be doing real well in the market, and a bombshell is going to hit. Some terrible news is going to come out, and it's going to cause the market to drop $1,000. And you can't prepare yourself for that stuff, but you can take advantage of those drops. Now, do I think that this is a situation where that is, this is where you can do something like that? It's tough, man, because I just, we do have support on the way down. That's the good thing, right? And if we go to my 24-hour chart, I thought I had them saved. I don't. Shit, I thought I did. I had a bunch of support saved. I can get rid of all this. Blah blah blah. But we got some supports. Come on, I don't have my mouse either, so it's like hard to control here. All right. So this is where I thought we were going to see our bounce. And I mean, I guess we did, right? We did see the bounce at 57.91, 5,800. But I don't think it's going to be a big enough bounce, you know? The day candle closes in 4 hours, and take a look at this reversal. Take a look at that day candle. Look at the volume that came in that day and the following days. You know, obviously the crash happened shortly after, but when you see reversals, you tend to see a lot of volume, and I'm just not seeing that right now with BTC. I'm just not seeing it. I'm actually going to get rid of that stuff as well so we can see that. There we go. I do like seeing that rejection wick, with 4 hours to hold this. We definitely could see a couple of days to the upside. I just don't think we're going to get too far up, and my personal feelings and my beliefs is I think we're just forming another bear flag, and we're just probably going to take another leg down. But everything is, the charts, there is a lot of bullish divergence everywhere you look. So it's tough, but BTC will do what BTC does, So that's pretty much it, guys. I wanted to make this stream just really short. Just wanted to say what's up. I will be back this week, and the computer hopefully should be done. Jacob, we got to get on top of that, buddy boy. Get that thing built. I think I also fixed my stream issue on my computer as well, so we will not have any more issues with that as far as lagging and stuff. But the only thing I could say, guys, is look at, Zilliqa, 6 cents. I mean, come on, man. These prices are very attractive to at least, don't put in what you can't afford, but $50 here, $100 there, whatever you can afford might not be a bad idea to start spreading into some of these coins, because when the reversal does happen, all these coins are going to jump right up with it, and it's going to happen so fast that you're really not going that you're going to miss it. And that's what happened to me before, because sometimes when you see a reversal happen, you're in such a bearish state of mind. You're in such a bearish state of mind that you still think that, we're going to keep going down, but it just keeps going up and keeps going up. And before you know it, these coins are back at these prices where they're too high to buy. So that's why it's, I'm stressing to take advantage of these prices, because to say that Neo is never going to get back up to $60 is nuts. You know what I'm saying? Thoughts on Komodo, Limber. Komodo, I've never even heard of that, man. Let me check it out. Komodo, KMD. What exchanges is it on? It's on Binance? Did it just get listed at Binance? It's been on Binance. I don't know, man. I've never even looked into this coin at all. Um, I don't know what's yeah. I don't know. I don't know what it's about, and I don't really feel like looking into it. But we can do a deep dive on it this week, though. I know you're always in the streams. We can definitely do a deep dive on that this week, though, for sure. Remind me on that next stream, and we'll jump into it. But at the all-time high, what was it? What were we at? Just 12 bucks in December. I don't know. That's tough, man. It's at $2 right now. It's at $1.63, and it's all-time high when the market was at its best. It was only at $12. It's something that I don't know. Market cap is fairly low. Not a lot of volume being. Yeah, it's not really something that I would have interest in. But that's just my opinion, man. It's mineable. If you're a miner, mine that shit. They seem. Yeah, I'll take a look into it for sure. I will definitely take a look at it. But some of these ZRX, another one too. ZRX, what's ZRX at right now? Because that's also a coin that we all know has huge potential this year, and it's sitting at 69 cents. What was its high? Its high recently was just at $1.86, and that was just in May. And that's actually surprising me right now. It's holding its value pretty well right now in this market. Only dropping $1, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. I got completely smoked with PundyX. I don't know if I'm repeating this or if I said it in the muted stream, but I got smoked. I got a lot of PundyX before it was listed to Binance, and I was watching it the whole time. I'm kind of waiting for this market cap to come out. I know they said sometime in November they're going to be releasing their. But that's what's so tough about investing in some of these coins is that you don't know what they're making. Like in the stock market, they got to give you quarterly earning reports. You know what I'm saying? Like every coin, every stock has got to give you an earning report. Crypto, they don't do that yet. We don't get to see their numbers, and until that stuff starts happening, it's going to continue being the Wild West. You know what I mean? And until regulation, until all this shit is put, it's just people, the big money investors, and everybody asks me, when do you think the big money investors are going to come in? They're going to come in when it's more stable. Smart money is not going to jump into something that can drop $1,000 in a day. And we can't just sit here and assume that all big money has something to do with the price dropping or going up. There is big money institutions out there who probably have interest and want to get into cryptocurrency, but just won't because it's just not ready yet. It's not ready. It's not ready. It's not. The regulation is not tight enough. Let's see the earning reports of Neo. Like we can't all that stuff. Yeah, they can put it out and they can go on MSNBC. They can, CNBC. They can give us reports verbally or through an article, but let's see some actual numbers. That's what I like to see, and that's what I think what they're doing with Tether right now. And I think Tether, there's just a storm around the corner with Tether, man. I think this is the beginning of, I know they said that everything's kosher, everything's cool. They looked into what they got going on, and it's matching up to their market cap and their circulating supply and their blah blah blah. But I don't think this is the end of their looking into Tether. I think that's just the beginning. I don't understand how that coin works, man. I don't. How is it backed by the dollar? And if people are tethered, I don't understand it. Don't understand it. We're gonna take a look at one more article and then get out of here. I wanted to make this video, like I said, just quick. Wanted to say what's up. I know I'm probably not gonna get much on this video, but hey, what are you gonna do? I just wanted to say what's up and give my 2 cents and just let you guys know that I'll be back this week with some good shit. China's latest government-backed crypto rankings puts EOS first and BTC 17th. So go check that out, guys. And listen, this Cointelegraph, I'm not too crazy about this site. This is CNBC's Brian Kelly, current bear trend by no means the funeral for Bitcoin. Brian Kelly is going to say that, obviously, he's invested and he is an advisor in like 3 or 4 companies in cryptocurrency, Storm being one of them. So, Brian Kelly, yes, your opinion is always going to be bullish. But cool. So, going back to this website, Cointelegraph, I don't know how reputable they are. I remember them coming out with an article a couple months ago about that kid Silicone, and the whole drama that was going on with him. And the shit they were saying, man, was, and I apologize if I'm getting this mistaken. I'm 90% sure that it was Cointelegraph, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but like I said, I'm pretty sure it was. And if it's not, I apologize. The article that came out was just absurd. You know, whatever thoughts you have on a person, you know, you should never ever go to the levels of exposing them to the point of it possibly not even being true. And even if it was true, you know, why do we need to know that? You know, the dude was putting out good material. He was putting out good TA. He was helping a lot of people out. Why do that? You know? So I'm not sure if it was that. Like I said, that's all I'm gonna say on that. That's about it, guys. That's where I stand right now at BTC. I'm still bearish. I think, you know, we do have a lot of bullish divergence going on. We could see a jump. And like I said, you know, I said it to someone right in Discord, and right at 58, I was a couple bucks off, but I expected to see a big jump. You know, because you got to understand something real quick before we end. You know, back when we hit 6,000 and we had that reversal, you know, whoever it was that caused the market to jump back up to 11,500, almost $12,000, if I'm not mistaken. It just came back down. So they obviously, what they tried to do by turning the market around didn't work at that $6,000 level. So they know that now that we're going back down to these lower levels and the interest is still low in these buyers, and nobody's buying BTC right now, you know, they're going to take advantage of lower prices. You know, 6,000 back then, they probably thought and assumed that, all right, this may be as cheap as we're going to be able to get it. Let's put this big order in now, and you know, hopefully we can ride it out from there. And I'm sure they did make a lot of money. But you know, that didn't happen this time. When we hit 6, we didn't see it. We didn't see a jump. When we hit 5.8, we didn't see a big jump. And this is starting to turn into a doji. And even on the 24-hour, there's 3 hours left of the day, and there's just, you know, I don't know. Very, very skeptical on BTC right now. But I am dollar cost averaging my way into a lot of positions. You know, this doesn't mean that it's going to be down here for long. Are you not tethering? I know it's a corrupt shit show. No, when we're in situations like this, Limber, I go over to GDAX, man, and I use their USD. I do a lot of I do a lot of protecting in these situations. When stuff like this happens, I either leave them in coins that, like I said, BNB, Neo, and coins that I believe in and that I'll always have, and I'll just buy into, and I'll get more as it drops. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I do use Tether. I have used Tether, and unfortunately, that's the only option right now. Binance has announced that it is going to be coming out with the USD, the true American US dollar, the actual USD that GDAX, the new Coinbase Pro, now uses and always has used. So, but I heard that Bittrex, their launch wasn't that great, So I don't know. But yes, I do use Tether. As much as I just don't understand it and don't think that it's legit, I use it. I try not to keep it in there long. You know what I mean? I don't want to wake up one morning and have no Tether. I try not to get too much put in Tether. If like this example, when we were at 76 and I shorted down to 61, I moved everything to Coinbase Pro, and I put everything in USD. So I was a little bit more comfortable there, or I'll put it in a margin account, and that way I can throw it in a margin position. So what, when? What do you mean? What, when, what? What, when, what? Oh, when is the USD coming? I'm not sure. They said sometime, I believe this year though. And last week, I heard from somebody that's pretty influential and pretty up to date in this market. They said that it was going to be soon. So I don't know. What else do we got? Yeah, that's about it, guys. Like I said, I just wanted to come on and oh, the Pundi X. Yeah, I put in, I don't know, point one of a couple, at least over $500 into Pundi X, and I absolutely got slaughtered, man. Slaughtered. It dropped, especially now. I'm down over 50%, but it is what it is. Pundi X is a project that I think is a neat idea, and do I believe in it long term? I don't know if it's going to be the company that takes this idea to and actually brings it to the mainstream public, but they're off to a good start, it seems like. Cyril, yeah, thanks, man. Me too. It's good to be back, and sometimes you just got to take a couple days off and spend time with family, and you know, like I was saying in my stream that was muted, man. Sometimes you staring at this screen. And I'm not the type of person that half-asses shit. When I work, I work. So you know, it, I went on a good run for a good couple months, and there was no breaks. Staying up until 3 o'clock. Waking up at 7 o'clock. Trying to catch. It's just there's a lot. I mean, being a full-time trader is definitely it. You need to take some time, a couple days off. And even though I tried to take 3 to 4 days off, I didn't. I still was trading. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? You can't ignore these kind of drops when you have the opportunity to short. Like I said, I opened up a short. I said it on my Twitter. I was calling it right at 67. Everything was lined up perfectly, and we dropped, and I ended up closing right at 61.80 and did pretty well on that short. And then I also shorted further down, and then lost some money on the way up. I ended up putting in a short, I think this morning, and I lost some money on that jump up, the second jump up. But all right, my battery is almost gonna die. Guys, thank you for joining. I keep looking over here because my screen's over here, but everybody who subscribed, thank you guys so much. We're almost, I mean, we're getting up there, and I appreciate each and every one of you that tune in and watch. I will be back this week. with consistent videos. We're going to try to get one out every day. And at least just, do what we're doing now. Just kind of talk bullshit, look at what's going on, look at some news, check out some projects, and we have a couple people coming on. I know Val's coming on. I believe tomorrow we'll be going live with Val. You guys know Val Coins from Twitter. We have another guest coming on Thursday. So this week's going to be a busy week. Hopefully the computer's done. But I did think I resolved the issues with this computer, so the stream issues won't happen again. And that's about it. But guys, thank you very much for joining. Hit that subscribe, hit that like, hit that dislike. Do what you got to do. Trade, make that money. And you guys know what to do. If you have any questions, DM me on any one of my social media platforms, and I will get back to you. Be good, guys. Make some money.